Okay, so this isn't a good start to our day today. So I pulled in over there and then a quick U-turn. This trip is turning into a little bit of a disaster. There's no way that we are going to be able to continue this this trip in the camper van, so we are reluctantly having to bail and go to a hotel. This is just turning into a sorry. Anyway, catch you later. So good morning, welcome. It is the 22nd of February. We are here at Meethop Fell Caravan and Motorhome Club site. I think there's a car coming. Nope. The weather's not great. We're hoping to go out on a boat today. I think the weather is going to get better as the day goes on. So I'm just having we've been up for a couple of hours now. I'm just having a little wander around. So Meethop Fell Caravan and Motorhome Club site. I'm going to have a little wander around and I'll show you the whole site in another video, as I normally do. I do a normal campsite walk around or a tour, but I thought I just had to say a quick good morning. And today we are heading, like I say, to the lake. We're going to go to the river, to the Lake Windermere boat trip up to Ambleside. From Bowness up to Ambleside, we're going to get off, have a walk, do a hike if the weather's okay, see a waterfall, get the boat back to Bowside, and then see what the time is and what the weather's like to see what else we do then. So yeah, so that's it. That's our plan for today. So let's go back to the van now and have some breakfast.
It's going to be quick today because Max has toaster. We are on a slope, aren't we? I can tell now.
Honey? Good breakfast.
Thank you.
Okay, so this isn't a good start to our day today. We are about to head out to go up to Windermere, and the camper van is playing up with the alarm. Every time I lock it, the alarm goes off, and I've spoken to the hire company and they've told us that they think that we've got a second set of keys because we haven't got the master set of keys, and there may be a problem with them, which I'm not too impressed about, because now we've got to wait 45 minutes for somebody to come out and disable the alarm. So it's not been great, but it's nothing we can do because we can't leave it parked up with the alarm going off all the time. It only happens when we lock the doors. It's all doing funny stuff, but I'll update you when they've been and gone. So basically the man from the hire company came out, saw what was happening and fiddled around with the sensors inside, claiming it could be them, but we didn't want to risk them keep going off, so he has disconnected the alarm. The problem is now that we have the wrong set of keys and the doors are being opened or unlocked with the alarm fob, not the van fob. So for the next 3 days we have to use the key in the door and we have no alarm on the van. To make it worse, this doesn't seem to open the side door either to get into the back. So when we get back to the van, we have to turn the key in the driver's door, open the passenger's door and reach round back from the front to open the side door. Yeah, not ideal, but let's keep going because we've got some lost time to make up. Okay, so we've had to just make quite an emergency stop because poor Max was sick all over the table in front of him. We cleaned it all up, you wouldn't know it had happened, but I've stopped on some mud here that I'm hoping I can get off because it's quite soft mud, but it's the only place that... So I pulled in over there and then a quick U-turn and just parked it on the grass there. So we are miles behind what we wanted to do. We may not even get to do what we wanted to do. We'll see how he feels when we get there, but let's head that way now and see what happens. And after another bout of sickness, this time into the bag, we've pulled off here at a National Trust car park called Felfoot, situated just on the south of Lake Windermere. So this trip is turning into a little bit of a disaster. So we had that episode with the campervan earlier. The guy just came out and disconnected the alarm, thinks it might have something to do with the sensors inside. And on the drive up to catch our cruise on Lake Windermere, Max started feeling poorly and was sick several times. So we've now parked. I've got no idea where we're parked up here. Let me just check, see if my map can tell me. Felfoot's Wood, or we're in a car park that has something to do with Felfoot. It is a beautiful area. It's just a shame that we can't enjoy it properly, but I've left Mummy with Max in the car. We're in the van, and she suggested I go for a walk and see what's around, so that if he feels better we can maybe venture out for an hour. But we will definitely not be taking the cruise today, which is a shame, but let's go and have an explore anyway. Okay, so apparently there's a cafe and toilets up here, so I'm going to try and get something suitable for Max and see if we can get a coffee or something, but have a little explore at the same time. So really nice, really nice. Okay, so water was quite high, as you could see there on the boathouse. So there's houses there which I'm not quite sure what they were. I'll try and add that back, but I think we are now probably as far as I can go. So I'm going to head back. There's a cafe up here just to get some water for Max and take it back to the van and see how he is, and then see if he feels up to coming out for a bit of a walk. But just hope it's not a bug that he passes to all of us, or we're all going to catch, because that will make it horrendous in the camper van. But let's have a walk anyway. this back to the van, but I'm going to walk this way first. So I'm not quite sure if that's supposed to be an island or not, but you can see how high the river is and how the lake is because of all the weather we've had recently, all the rain. But I'm just going to take a little walk along this footpath before I head back to the van. Looks very pretty though, it's beautiful. Have a look at this. So I have a feeling that that's supposed to be cordoned off because, as you saw, it's the lake has flooded over to the footpath. So I'm not going to head that way. I'm going to go back that way. I don't know, maybe not, but I don't really have the right shoes on. I've just got walking shoes on, so not ideal for going through deep water. Yeah, so yeah, it's there's some big old, possibly paddle steamers, I'm not sure, over here. They look like they have a wheel on the back. It does look really nice out on the lake today, but I just don't think we can risk it. So fingers crossed we all feel perky tomorrow, but for the time being, one last little look at this bit on my own before I head back. I think that dog is definitely crazy. Definitely crazy. I've just seen I'll show you, there's a wall that runs around here that looks like it shouldn't be underwater, but who knows. It definitely looks like it's flooded, as you saw from the door that I put up earlier. So Max is still being sick. He's been sick now for about 3 hours. Just keeps being sick every 10 minutes, so there's no way that we are going to be able to continue this this trip in the camper van. So we are reluctantly having to bail and go to a hotel. It's a long way to come just to stand a premiere in, isn't it? A hotel where he can stretch out, have a toilet and have everything he needs. So it's not the video I wanted to bring everybody, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. Stay tuned because we are going to do something, I promise. Okay, so good morning. We are feeling a little bit more positive today. Max had a really bad night. He was awake every couple of hours, but he's woke up this morning and he's slightly better. Well, he's a lot better actually. He's not been sick anymore. He hasn't been sick since 10 o'clock last night. We have paid for the hotel room for 2 nights because we had no idea how. So I'm just getting in the van. We had no idea how good or bad he was going to be. So I think that we are still going to be staying in the hotel tonight, just in case, because a friend of ours had something similar happen, and within 24 hours later it came back again. So we're just going to stay in the hotel because we paid £100 for it now, for premiering. But we're going to hopefully see some sights today if Max can stomach the travelling in the car. So plan is to head up to Coniston Lake, try and find a park up over the water, maybe have some breakfast, or just mooch around, not going too far from the van in case he is poorly again. So we'll be going there soon. So as you can see from that last little clip, Max has been poorly again and he's gone back to bed and crashed out. So our day is not getting any better. We've decided that Suzanne is going to stay up there with him, and I am going to head to the campsite where we should be staying to get our collection lead, to get our electrical hookup cable, and to empty the toilet and drain, dump the tanks and stuff like that. Rather than just both sit in the hotel room and do nothing. And on the way back I may make a couple of stop-offs if I've got time, just to see some sights really. So campsite, here we come to check out, I suppose. So I have turned up at Meathop to collect our hookup cable that we left on the pitch to save our pitch for our return last night, which, as you know, didn't happen. All I have to do now is empty the tanks and flush the toilet, and then I can head back towards the lakes. I think I'm going to go to a little car park at the south of Coniston Lake, just to park up, do a little walk around, just to see some sights. As you know, Suzanne's still back at the hotel with poorly Max, but she's insisted that at least one of us gets out, and as I'm the only one that can drive the van, I was the fortunate one to be able to escape for a couple of hours and leave poor old Max to recover. He's sleeping anyway, so that's it. We're here. I'm going to drive off. I'll let reception know that we are not going to be here tonight, and we're going to head to the lake. And I really like this campsite. It's a really nice. I love the trees. I love the layout of it. You've got some private bits. You've got some open bits. It's got all the facilities you need. Nothing exciting like bars or anything like that. But it's a caravan and motorhome club site, so they don't just tend to have that anyway. So enough of me rambling. Let's go do the tanks and head back towards the lakes and try and show you some sights and sounds of Lake. No, it won't be Lake Windermere, will it be the Coniston Lake, I think, and the Lake Districts in general. So let's hit the road.
Turn right towards Meathop Road, then turn right.
Well, that took a long time. That must have been about 20 minutes to empty those tanks, but that's it, we're done. So now for the toilet. Okay, that wouldn't pull out properly. It came out a breeze when I filled it up with the toilet fluid, but I think it's because the thing was open inside, so let's go and try again. Ta-da! Okay, let me pause this. So that's everything done at the campsite. There's no one in reception, so I put the key through the door, and I am now going to head off to what's it called? Brown Howe Car Park, which looks like it's right on the edge of Lake Coniston and only 15 minutes away from the hotel. So I'm going to go there and see where that takes me, and let's go for a drive. Welcome to Coniston Lake. This is a Brown Howe Car Park. The lake is just over there. The car park's pretty empty at the moment. I think there's toilets over here, which is pretty good, and I think there's some walks down by the lake. So I'm going to go for a walk, have a look around for half an hour or so, and then check in back at the hotel and see how everyone is. But this camera's well heavy. So yeah, so it's pretty beautiful. Let's take a walk. So all parked up. We're going to go for a little stroll through the mud. I've got my walking boots on. Let's see where this little trail takes us. No camping. There's a little trail here that goes down to Lakeside. We're going to see exactly how far we can walk. If it's anything like the other day in Windermere, then it's going to be high water everywhere. There's a fisherman over there. Let's go for a stroll. Okay, so at first glance this walk is going to be a very short one because I can't go that way because it's flooded, and there doesn't seem to be much of a path the other way, so I think you're supposed to be able to walk across there, but so much rain, it's like, oh. Well, this is turning into be a bit of a non-event because I can't get any further down that way because of the water, and that way there's a fence. So I think we'll have to try and find another spot. Okay, let's maybe have a little wander around here and then head somewhere else, I think. In fact, just after I left the car park, I had a message from Suzanne saying that Max was poorly again and he needed some medicine picked up, so I am heading back to the hotel, and I think that's all for today, so I will see you in the morning. So good morning, it's Thursday the 24th of February. We are still at the Premier Inn, but we are checking out today to head to Birmingham because we've got 2 days booked at the NEC, and unfortunately Max still isn't 100%, so who knows what's going to happen for the rest of the day. I mean, we've got a best part of a 4-hour drive, so we are just hoping that we can get him there okay. We have the option of staying here, but we've been here for 2 days now, and I think we need to move on. So I'm just downstairs at the van now, putting some things in it before we return it to the hire company. And we will load the van up, hit the road, and see you at some point in the next hour or two, I hope. Okay, so I made the decision to bring the hire campervan back to the hire company so that Max isn't sick in this van. But I've just seen a massive accident and there's like 5 mile tailback on the road back, so this is just turning into a shitty trip, sorry. Anyway, catch you later. Okay, campervan, or the hired campervan, is dropped off.
Head west.
I'm back in the good old Cali.
In 50 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto A6.
It's a nicer drive, if nothing else. But
exit the roundabout onto A6.
if you've seen this video here, you will probably
in a quarter of a mile at the roundabout, take the 4th exit onto
so if you haven't watched this video, because then I can tell you, let me just be quiet. Watch this video because then you'll see what I think of the van that I've just dropped off, what we think of the van that I've just dropped off. I'm heading back now. You heard in the clip prior to this that there was a massive accident. The maps don't say that the accident is there anymore, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the journey back to the hotel where Suzanne and Max are is going to be a relatively easy one. It says it's going to be 41 minutes, which is pretty much what it should be, so fingers crossed. Come for a drive with me.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Well, isn't this brilliant weather? Welcome. Guys, blue skies up ahead. I was going to say welcome see any snowbound features, although we are going to be driving. It looks so beautiful. You just can't appreciate it from this camera.
Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do.
It would have been amazing to actually come to the Lake District and see the Lake District and not the inside of a Premier Inn hotel room. I feel I'm banging on about it now a bit too much, so have a look at some scenery as we drive up to these beautiful Alpine mountains, but very beautiful nonetheless. Enjoy!
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
So I think that we have just passed where the crash was, so it looks like there is going to be no delays, unless of course the moon has fallen out of the sky and landed up here and blocked the road, and it wouldn't totally surprise me if something like that happens, or a dinosaur egg hatched and the dinosaur's fallen asleep across a traffic lights or something. But fingers crossed, I will be back at the hotel in 13 minutes. And then we've got to get everything else in the car and drive all the way back past where I've just come, and another 3 hours to the NEC for the motorhome show, which you've probably seen some videos of already as well, because these vlogs are going to be the last things that I release, because I think people are going to get more value from the van tour that I mentioned earlier and the motorhome show. This is just for fun. But anyway, 13 minutes to the Premier Inn in Ulverston and see how the family are. So let's continue.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Welcome back to the Premier Inn. I am boring everyone now, but this is hopefully we'll be on our way to the NEC next. Oh, I'm aching. And we can, hopefully Max is going to be better and we can get on with a bit of our holiday, we hope. So hi everybody, we are en route to the NEC in Birmingham. We are hoping to stop off at Old Trafford. You will know that our little boy has been very, very poorly, but we have managed to get him out of bed. How are you feeling, Max?
Good, kind of.
Not 100%, are you? But he's braved it and he's making an effort to head down to Birmingham with us. It will obviously with us because we wouldn't go without him. Yeah, it is a 3.5 hour drive. I think we're about an hour into it. So Max has been really good so far. He's been amazing, considering he spent the last 2 days in bed and he hasn't eaten anything properly since Tuesday morning, and it is now Thursday lunchtime. And I'm sorry I keep looking at the little screen, and the camera's very heavy, but we're hoping that the worst is behind us and we can at least enjoy the last 2 days at the Birmingham NEC, because the camping trip in the Lake District has
by
been...
the way, if you collect football cards, the new Match Attacks extra packs are out.
And is that good?
Yes.
So we have promised that we will get him some Match Attacks football cards, because he's been a true little battler, true little soldier in these last 48 hours, from sleeping all day to throwing up to going back to bed to sleeping all day. So here's Mummy. Yep, Mummy's back with the coffees. No! See you later, bye!
You've arrived.
There you go. I'll stay. But yeah. There's no football game on today.
Oh, welcome back. So we have just done a couple of hours down the motorway. We are, I think we're about an hour or so away from our hotel. There's lots of cars coming in. And Max is feeling a lot better, which is good. And we have, like I say, an hour to go. So we're going to get to the hotel. And hopefully the next 2 days are going to be Welcome to Birmingham. Well, we made it. It's taken us 5.5 hours with a quick stop in traffic, and this is really dark, so you probably can't see me, but we're here, we're in the bar having a drink before we get tea. I think that will be the lot for today, because it's not been that entertaining. But tomorrow, NEC, so look forward to seeing you then. Stay tuned.